All right, we're live. Hello, everyone that is currently here. If you have not seen the stream before, I am a generally a campaign player nowadays, but I definitely do play quite a few tournaments. You'll know me from Turin's channel, and today we're going to be doing something a little bit different. I'm going to be getting into some speedrunning, simply because I feel like it. Yeah, the problem with Warhammer right now is that, honestly, channel stuff is sort of going okay. It's going very decent, but it's not amazing. And, you know, the best way to make use of the situation is just do whatever I want instead of focusing on growth and so on. So that means basically just having fun doing speedruns like I did way back in the day. But yeah, I hope everyone's doing all right. Right now I'm seeing no signs of life in chat. But yeah, I guess I might as well just go over what this run is exactly. So the general strategy here is you basically only have to do the quest battles. There's like only 3 battles that you really have to do. And the run actually is pretty short. It should be under an hour is the plan. So, yeah, the general early game is pretty chill from what I've experienced. You're basically just passing the turn and skipping through the dialogue as fast as you can. So it does buy me some time to sort of just chill with chat. And the battles are where we get most of the optimization in. Of course, there's a few minor optimizations here, like just, you know, making buildings quickly and skipping through dialogue as fast as we can. But the real optimization is going to be the battles during the latter half.
We keep them safe.
I didn't do the initial routing. There was a guy that I saw on YouTube that did do the stream earlier. But yeah, so like I'm mostly following what he was doing. You can mostly just weave your way through without running into too many battles. But his his battles were a little bit slow, I found. I think he could have sped up that a little bit. We're going to go for the second trait since it gives us extra melee defense. And yeah, I guess basic intros out of the way. I do plan to leave this VOD up as maybe like a proper video or maybe edit it down. But yeah, there is a chance that there will be some non-Warhammer players that watch this, which will be interesting. I guess I'll do like a quick overview of it, but you know, it's basically an RTS. Most of you guys watching right now will know about it. Also, you'll notice I do have chat. I do have a chat box working now. Let's see, can I clean that up? Oh man, we're losing some time. All right, here we go. I'll fix the chat box while we're in the loading.
Battle, we see the enemy.
But yeah, so Warhammer is an interesting game because it's basically just a strategy game or an RTS, real-time strategy game that also has. Let's see, can I make chat box a little bit bigger? There we go. That's a little bit better. But yeah, so Warhammer, it's basically it's a real-time strategy game where you manage your armies on the field, but your macro is done on a turn-based type thing. So it's not a true RTS, more of a 4X type game with an in-game battle system. And yeah, most of what I'm going to be doing now is just trying to speed through these battles as fast as possible. I see someone talking about, oh no, my timer. Oh, my timer. All right, here's the funny thing. I'll fix the timer in a second. Use the WASD keys, drag the middle mouse button, change the height, survey the battlefield. All right, there we go. We're getting a few time losses here as I'm sort of getting used to the chat. This initial battle actually takes a little while. So we do actually have a decent amount of time here for me to sort of just work on chat. But yeah, they don't let you move your units very quickly, and you can't speed up the game either. So this is a perfect time to sort of explain what's going on. As soon as I can move this darn chat box. Yes, there we go. All right. Now this part is the part that takes the longest, so I do have some downtime here to fix the chat. Let's see if I move that there.
Order your units forward.
And then we expand the chat box like this. Perfect. Perfect. It's also all red text. There's nothing I can do about it. Oh, yeah, there we go. Timer's working. We're good. We're good. But yeah, so basically we got Garrick over here. He's our brother. And he's going to be telling us a bunch of tutorials and stopping us from speeding up the game while we move into position. He's just, you know, telling us to regroup with our forces over here. And at the moment, you know, we have this huge chaos force, and we just want to get on top of them as fast as possible. Despite the situation of the battle looking quite rough, we should be able to win this pretty quickly, and as usual, we have to skip through these cutscenes as fast as possible. This run is glitchless too, simply because I have yet to find glitches, but if someone actually manages to find a way to skip through these cutscenes or increase the speed during this, that would be a blessing, because the first 20, you know, like maybe 15 minutes of this can take a while. But we're running into our first main optimization here, which is going to be dealing as much damage as possible to these here forces. You'll notice that these archers are basically doing nothing, and that's because our allies do not, they actually just don't deal damage during the tutorial, simply because it ensures that we're actually, you know, giving attack commands, and that we're actually following the tutorial here. Yeah, Garrick was pretty nice, you know. Yeah, spoilers for the prologue, by the way. Garrick totally gets wrecked by the end of it, and he's gonna be getting wrecked at record speeds. It's great. All right, so we just want nice coverage over here. We get, you know, a decent charge. Actually, that was a pretty bad charge. But that'll happen. And the most important thing is that we want to make sure our Lord is in here landing his attacks, since that should increase our damage by quite a bit. Oh man, look at the chat. Chat's all... Let's see, can I do this? How does one make chat look okay? You know what? This will do for now. I'll figure it out later. This is sort of a test run. But yeah, this initial fight shouldn't be too difficult, but things will ramp up in due time. Man, this tiny lock of hair is going to bother me for the entire stream today. I'll see if I can clean that up for next stream. I do plan to stream speedruns for a bit, by the way, since challenge campaigns are fun. I might get back to that. Maybe some challenge campaign speedruns are in the works. But right now, this is sort of the main thing that I want to do. I want to get this one as optimized as humanly possible. I hope Garrick lives through this one. Yo, there should be if there was like some sort of bug or glitch we could do to save Garrick, that would be amazing. Let's see, is there a way to skip this battle? There isn't. Okay. All right. Sorry, just keeping up with chat. What's going to be your level up route on Yuri? He has, I'm pretty sure last time I did this one, he has a level up route that's super good for his, let's see, do we have speed up yet? We don't, so we're moving at normal speed. But yeah, Yuri has some pretty, oh, we don't even have hotkeys yet, dang. He has a pretty cool set of buffs that will increase the damage of your Kossars by like 1,000,000. Or I think that's a tech tree upgrade. But essentially what we want to do is just go full DPS. Because most of our time during this run, our army is going to be quite a bit stronger than the enemy. Yeah, I think he doesn't have a blue line. His skill tree setup might actually be pretty simple. But yeah, anyways, so let's see what we have here. We got some spears, bloodletters. The bloodletters, they're going to go down fastest to our ranged Kossars. And we're actually, we don't need to be firing at the Marauder Hunters. The reason being is that they are, they're mainly DPS for the enemy. But we don't care about taking damage. We're here just to deal as much as possible. And right now our archers, they should be doing the most to these unarmored bloodletters. Technically they do a bit more to these spearmen, but our infantry is actually so strong that they're going to be going down super fast. Actually, on that chart, they go down extremely fast, which is good for us. So as soon as these guys rout, I want to grab these guys and start force pathing my way through. And I want to jump these cannons as fast as possible. They do not have a lot of HP, but I want to make sure that I'm spending as little time dilly-dallying as humanly possible. And these archers are actually just going to move forwards to engage on these guys, because this fight's going to be won by my infantry, and I want to make sure that my DPS gets here as fast as possible. Yeah, my army, I think Kossar spam is probably the best way to go. I did a run offline, off stream, where I tried out a bunch of, oh, actually these marauders are kiting away from me. I think it's slightly more efficient if I shoot them with my archers, since that should rout them off, and then these guys just want to get into melee as fast as possible. But yeah, I think Kossar spam is okay. The armored Kossars, like the melee variants, might be the way that I want to go for this one. They're quite strong, just because well, we can mostly just stand our ground, and I don't have to worry about getting caught up in melee with my range units. Of course, we will still want to have a few of them, and one of the main priorities is also to get a few war sleds going, as those are really strong too. Alright, so same idea as before. We're going to not really worry about these hunters. They die very quickly, and we're going to focus the infantry instead. As for these spears, they're going to try and slip through the crack over here. And then our Zarguard should be able to clean up pretty well. My spears are going to be beelining it towards this giant. They might not actually get there, but in case this battle does go long, they should still be useful. Yeah, Great Weapon Kossars are pretty good. I want a little bit of range. Oh, here we go. Nice. Just a mini cutscene to cast an ability. Yeah, I do want to have a little bit of a... I want to have a little bit of range. The chariots are going to be quite good, especially because right now in the current patch, they deal insane amounts of damage with a bit of micro. And they're very mobile, which lets us move around quite quickly. But yeah, we'll definitely be going for some big melee Kossars. And look at that, enemy disintegrates extremely quickly. And it looks like, yeah, we just killed their lord, so that was the main thing that we needed to do. And this force over here, we don't have to worry about them since they break off as soon as the middle breaks. So pretty good so far. We're at, what, 12 minutes? That's not the worst. I think this is one of 4 battles that we need to do. So we're about a quarter of the way through the run, but this is by far the slowest.
Survivors look to me for leadership.
You've never seen a Total War speedrun? Well, welcome to the channel. My channel initially started as a speedrunning channel. I've told this many times, but yeah, Lore Master of Sotek had a challenge to do speedruns, and that's what initially got me onto YouTube. Let's see, I'm pretty sure the right option is healing. And yeah, I sort of feel like I really want to get back into it. Just because right now Warhammer campaigns can be a bit of a slog, so it's sort of perfect to be able to play it quickly, I feel. Also, the tricky part about this one is that some of the buttons you can hit escape for, others you actually have to click. So it does get a little bit dicey.
See battle soon enough.
All right, let's see. I'm a little bit out of practice for this one too, so this won't be fully optimal, but I do plan to go for the world record, because there's only one other person that has done this run other than me. And he took over an hour. I feel like it can go faster. All right, nice. We got another battle. Does live split work in this game? It sort of does. It's like a little bit janky. So like you'll see during the loading screens, my timer still goes. But it's fine. It's fine. This isn't an extremely competitive run. And yes, upgrading my PC will actually reduce my personal best because it loads a little bit faster. Warhammer is a bit janky like that, but this is just for fun. This is all just for fun, so yeah. Enticity, what do you think of the roadmap? I felt a little bit lackluster. Oh yeah, we can talk about that. Yeah, so the roadmap for Warhammer just dropped. it's a pretty it's pretty bare bones. They mostly just explain, you know, like what's going on. Oh geez, what's happening? What's happening? All right, we got some camera bugs. We're good. All right, this is where they teach a little bit more. I think in this battle, I don't have too many options to skip. But yeah, the roadmap, I think it should, like, you know, it shows everything that they're working on. The problem is that everything's just coming like ages from now. We gotta wait months. What are the rules? There's no rules. We're free to use bugs or whatever. But yeah, so the roadmap right now basically says that, like, we're not getting any big content drop for like 2 months, right? At least 2 months. That is not great. Come on, Garrick. Come on, hurry up, Garrick. Stop slowing me down. Let's see, what is this? Deploy close to the high ground. There we go. All right. Oh yeah, we got a few seconds time lost, but it's fine. Start the battle. Yep, there we go. All right. Oh, thank goodness we have speed. Thank goodness. So the rest of this run is going to be played at ×4 speed, because that is the fastest speed that we can play at. Simple as that. And then we got Garrick here, stalling our army yet more. He'll get what's coming for him. But yeah, here we go. All right. It also slowed our game speed back down to normal, but yeah, we're going to position these guys over here, archers on the high ground, to just shoot at these guys. And I want to play this as aggressively as possible. So these horsemen, the big problem with them is that, well, actually the good thing for us is that they will play very aggressively and just charge straight onto our archers. But we had spears there at the ready to pick them off, so that they just weren't really too much of a problem at all. Let's see, I think our single unit of spears should be able to do fine. And then these guys can sort of just get into position, flank them. And then we don't want to chase these guys. I'd much rather shoot them to death, since it means they will rout a little bit faster. As they are faster than my infantry, it would be a little bit of an issue if we just chase them away from my archers. And there we go, pretty good first battle. But yeah, on the topic of roadmap, sorry, this is my first, like, proper stream of this one. Roadmap was a bit bare bones. And right now, because, like, as many people know, the sort of viewership for Warhammer is on a decline. It's, like, a little bit worse than it was at the end of Warhammer 2. So, that's generally pretty disappointing. Oh, I actually lost a unit of Kossars, but that's fine. Yeah, it's not the greatest thing in the world, but we can wait a few months, and it'll be fine. So I'm not especially worried. The difficulty is the default setting. You can't actually change the difficulty because this here is the tutorial. All right, so we want to go for the, yeah, here we go. We want to go the stat boosts for our, okay. We want to go the stat boosts for our melee infantry. There we go. And I want to get more of these guys. All right, we're going to end the turn. We go over here. But yeah, we want to buff our infantry primarily, because Yuri over here is not, he's not the craziest fighter in the world. He does all right for himself, but the support of his men is much more important. Yeah. All right, and now we have another battle. This one we're up against an actual garrison, so it's a little bit sketchy. But the thing is, if we can just kill off their lord, most of their army should rout off. So the plan is to essentially get Yuri to just dive bomb him as fast as possible, and just try to snipe him out that way. Hopefully that goes all right. What do you think of the first Lord pack and the 4 champions? I think it's pretty cool, you know, for champions. The thing is, we don't have any details on it yet, so I can't really form much else of an opinion. But like, I just want any content to drop. I feel like the DLC team is really good, and that yeah, like I trust them to give us a good DLC. It's mostly just let's see, where's drag some units into a new position. There we go. Mission done. But yeah, I trust the DLC team. It's mostly just the fact that it's gonna take so long. All right, here we go. And there's the group lock. Okay, we're set. ×4. Here we go. All right, here we go. So there are going to be a few dogs that spawn here in the forest. A single unit of spears should be able to deal with them. And so begins the beeline into their settlement. I want to blob up as little as possible, but during this first section, we're going to have to a bit. One minor optimization, I can pull the spears back and let my Zargard get a little bit more damage, as they should be able to chop up these marauders pretty quickly. And there is our target, the enemy lord. We're going to start beelining it towards him, going for a little bit of a split push towards him. Yeah. So we got Yuri and these forces over here charging in on this left-hand side. I'm going to pull these spears back since they deal less damage. And then this force is going to attack this this right flank. There we go. There's the dog spawn on the left-hand side. And next up, we're going to grab our archers and let them shoot at these range units. Considering the change to RR. Sorry, I don't know what RR is. Chaos God, spread out rather than focused. I don't know. I'm sort of just holding my breath for that update. I have no idea what to expect of it, really. Yeah, I have pretty high confidence, especially with how long that they're taking with it, but you never know with these things. Anyways, this battle's going fairly well. Looks like our right-hand side force is pushing in quite nicely. And Yuri, instead of fighting this fight over here, he's going to start, or not Yuri. Yes, Yuri? I think this is Yuri. It is. Yeah, he's going to start pushing over here. And with the help of the Zargard, the enemy lord should go down. Yeah, but see, this is one of the main problems, right? We actually push the enemy into army losses, but this guy's unbreakable. So you sort of have to kill him. This is going to be the main slowdown, but it seems like we got onto him in decent time. And now is a good time to proc our buff, since this guy is the guy that will be slowing us down the most. Now, he might kill our lord here. If he does, it's totally fine. He's just going to run for the hills. He'll be back for the next battle. Nothing to worry about. And the Zargard are going to finish the job here. They said for all core classes, no ogre ROR. Really? No ogre ROR? That's a little bit disappointing. I would have hoped to see that, but you know, maybe in due time they'll get a DLC. Or maybe they'll suffer the chaos problem where they just never get a DLC because of they're part of the free DLC.
As the last enemy drew their final breath, a single ray of sunlight broke through the grayest of clouds.
Pretty good battle. What time are we at? 22 minutes. So if I want to... Well, that was our second battle. So we've played through 2 out of 4 battles, and you can see Yuri, he did live. I will get 1 unit of cavalry, and then we do want a few more range units. Let's see. Reinforce. I think... No, that gave us leadership. Whoopsies. That might have been a minor misplay, but it's totally fine.
The weapon is cursed. The blade is too red. I hold
Noblar ROR would be amazing. This is something that's been suggested before in other streams. All right, yeah. See, so like these text boxes, yeah, you can't hit escape to skip them. You have to spam left click. So our cursor movement here is going to be a little bit important. Let's see. I think right now I want more of these guys. I want a decent amount of range, but at some point it does become unwieldy. Okay, nice. So I was actually a little bit wrong. We have 5 battles to play. The next one is going to be up against Tzeentch. Tzeentch, that one's actually pretty difficult because you have a lot of moving to do, and you will actually lose quite a few units on your way north. Can't wait to beat the speedrun later. It's a pretty fun speedrun. At this point, it starts really ramping up. Because like up till now, we've sort of just been, you know, looking at the tutorials and stuff. Now that we have ×4 speed activated, we can really start getting going. Let's see. A little bit more cavalry, but mostly I want a few more range units. There we go. And now that we have our 19 stack, we can start really pushing north. And it's giving us tutorials right now for managing our bases and such. And we're not going to be doing a lot of that. It's mostly just marching straight towards our next location, which and we want more sleds here. Yeah, it's just marching straight towards the next location, which is right all the way. Sorry, I need to get those war sleds all the way over here at this quest marker. Thankfully, the end turns are fairly quick, so we can just sort of spam that as much as possible. There is an enemy army here. We might have to fight them. This might have been the wrong path. We'll see. Let's see. This one is Ice Guard Glaives. Okay, not bad. Let's see. Let's get rid of these guys, and we want to get those Ice Guard. Oh, we don't have them yet. Okay, never mind. Playing a Warhammer 3 campaign is already a speed run. Yeah, almost. All right, now we're just gonna maneuver our way around this army. Hopefully they don't mind. Hey, look at that, and they don't mind. Look at that, Demons of Chaos being nice to us today. Yeah, nice. So that's how you avoid that battle. Yeah, and now we can just beeline it straight towards this quest goal, which is the battle that I'm actually trying to get to. So we do have a Tzeentch army here, but I should be able to avoid those guys too. With some sneaky shenanigans, we'll just sort of slip right above them, I think, and then we'll be good. Nice. It's all part of Tzeentch's plan. Yeah, that's correct. All right. And as soon as all the text is done, we can attack. Now, there's no auto-resolve option here because this is a main battle, but it's totally fine. Alright, so the gimmick of this battle is that you have multiple points that you need to push through, and at each point, the army's going to come in and collapse in on you. You have to kill all the units in that area before you can advance. So the name of the game is damage per second. We want to do as much damage as humanly possible. And just try to take them out super fast. The main goal is going to be using our war sleds and bouncing around the units as much as possible. Seems simple, is actually a little bit difficult because we're reforming our army multiple times during the battle. So life does get a little bit difficult. We want to start as fast as possible after we sort of shove our army forwards. And that is because it means that we can start moving our infantry as fast as possible, since they are the sort of the weak link here, I guess. I guess you could call them that. There we go, and this is the reason that I teched into cavalry. They are very good for sort of getting an initial engagement on these guys. Nice. And like I said, the name of the game is advancing. There we go. We're gonna get these guys and move them up. Nice. Okay. Next up is this fight. Oh, actually, whoops, wrong direction. Yeah, so we want to just put ourselves in here. Hopefully my sleds can aggro a few of these guys. My cavalry's a little bit beat up, but that's sort of okay. They're sort of sacrificial. We don't really need to worry about them too much. I will also just be spamming a few spells here, but it's not super important. And mostly, I just want to make sure that my ranged units are firing. My melee units are good too, but this is our main DPS, so as long as they're constantly shooting, we're fine. And the sleds can deal with the infantry as always. Alright, I'm also casting a bolt ability on their lord. That's going to take them out just a little bit faster. Okay, and now I'm going to move up with my archers because my melee troops should be able to kill the rest of these guys in pretty quick time. There we go. And that will ensure that my archers are ready for the next battle. Change unit size to make it a little bit faster. That's an interesting thing. I think right now I sort of like the ultra size since it feels like it's more it feels more standard, you know. But maybe we will go to a smaller unit size if that does speed things up. All right, so we made it without too much of a time loss. Just because it took a while to kill that lord. Let's see, I think there should be a big army that fights us at this final area. I'm going to see if I can trigger it with my sleds. There we go, we can. Good. Alright, and I'm going to hold this choke point. There we go. Sleds might die here. That's actually totally fine. As they've done their purpose. And I just wanted them to hold for a bit for my archers to get their damage in. Okay. And Yuri's gonna die. A little bit of a misplay, but it's fine. We're at the end of the battle. We basically just have to do a bit of cleanup now. And mostly that involves killing their lord, as he's usually the guy that lives the longest here. Well, I wouldn't want my Frost Maiden to die, though. But it looks like she should live. Yeah, I think she should live. Alright, there we go, and there's army losses for them. Very good. Very good. Even though our lord died, that's totally fine. He'll be back immediately after. You like the least turns runs more than the speed runs? See, I like the least turn runs too, because time-based speed runs can sort of just become end turn fests. So I might do sort of a mix of both of them later.
The Guardian.
Okay, nice. We got a Patriarch. Now, where is the Patriarch? I'll have to look for him. Yeah, I sort of like the runs where you can end the turns as or I like runs where you can focus on being more optimal rather than just hitting the end turn button. But those super optimal runs can take many hours to complete, like 10 hours to finish, which obviously is a little bit long. So yeah, I'm just going to you know, it really depends on the run. Like if I can find a run where I can complete it in a decent amount of time and low turns, I definitely will do it. I'm thinking Zhao Ming might be a good one. But for now, this is sort of what we're sticking with. Alright, and sort of the plan right now. I'm just continuing northwards. I think there should be a Norskin faction here. Let's see here. Yeah, I would love the Potion of Healing. And then... let's see. These guys, I'm pretty sure I ignore them at this part of the run. There is a little bit of a diplomacy tutorial. It's fine. We can just throw money at them. It's totally fine. We're balling. Money's actually not a problem at all here, and that should ensure our safety as we move further north. This Patriarch's gonna catch up to us. He does help our combat ability a bit, so we do want him in our army at some point. And our goal is to get to this point over here. Now, there's a little bit of a problem in that we're not getting that much replenishment. Does it really matter? No, not very much, because we can merge our units and then just heal them up. So, not too much of an issue. Our lord is a little bit hurt, but he'll live. He'll live, as he has been throughout the entire run so far. All right, man. This is a lot to manage for me, by the way. Oh, are we getting attacked? No, we're good. Yeah, this is a lot for me to manage, by the way. Like I said, this is the first time I've actually streamed this one. But as I do plan to do this a little bit more as time goes on, I suspect it will get easier for me to sort of chill with chat a little bit more and go into my thoughts about the game. But for now, I'm sort of just narrating what I'm doing and making sure that I don't accidentally screw things up. So we're nearly here at this battle. Should be a pretty good one. It is a little bit of a tougher fight. You basically get attacked from multiple points at the same time, and we really want to keep our ranged units safe, as they are our main DPS here. Here we go. We can indeed get there, and then after this, we're only one battle away from finishing this. Still though, the time to beat is 1 hour, so let's see if we can do this battle as fast as possible. But we're at 33 minutes. I'm over halfway through all the battles. I think I should be good, unless I really botch up one of these fights.
This knowledge must inform my strategy.
All right, but yeah. So at this point in the campaign, Yuri, he's starting to go a little bit insane. I'm sure most of you guys have played the prologue at this point, but this is sort of his journey to chaos, starting as a true Kislevite and slowly going into insanity. You know, the classic Arthas story. And he's blitzing it as fast as possible here. All right, and don't mind the absurdly bright neon lights on our units. That is totally normal. Totally normal. All right, and then we're just going to we're doing the usual. We're going to put them in over here to block this point. And while they sort of move into position, I'm going to get my spears and have them block up this back flank. The reason that is important is because we're going to get attacked in the back in a second. And we want our archers to all be online and operational. Just going to scoot up a little bit. Get this. Turn on melee mode. Wait until all those chaos spawn are down. And then we should be good. Since these chariots should be able to cycle charge these dogs very easily. There we go. And as for their lord, Yuri should be able to fight him quite easily, as we've sort of just been spamming minor combat buffs on him. Okay, nice. Furies come on in. They don't get too much damage. It looks like, yeah, Yuri's doing quite good. Now, the final boss of this actually spawns over here. I did lose my horses. That's totally fine. Although unintentional. Yeah, the final boss spawns fairly close to where we're taking this fight right now. So I think we should be fine. There we go. All those guys are down. Let's see, I think there's like 2 more waves and then we're set. Yeah, I know, it's super bright, guys. Yo, one day, you know, maybe once I get... See, the thing is, even when I get my PC upgrade, I think it's still going to be crazy bright. Oh, it gets worse if you zoom out. Okay, we'll stay a bit zoomed in then. All right. Let's see. So that's these guys done for. I think I want to start scooting forwards to position my forces to deal with the final thing. Yeah, here we go. Here we go. There's the final fight. Oh, no, we still have a few more waves of guys. All right, let's get into sort of a rough formation here. Just make sure that our archers are pointing the right direction. All of them are coming from this way, so that's totally fine. And a couple wind spells should be able to help clear these guys pretty quickly. These sleds are getting good damage too, which is very nice. Let's see, I think we can, yeah, we can get a missile spell there, boost our melee attack, and then we should be fine. As usual, losses don't really matter too much. We're really embracing the chaos mentality of thinking here. And yeah, basically we'll be able to re-recruit our army before the final battle. So blitzing it as fast as we humanly can is the main goal. These sleds, we only have 2 models left, so its damage is hindered a little bit, but it should be fine. And you'll notice I'm mostly just focusing on, oh, never mind. There he is. I didn't see him for a second there. Yeah, there's the big bad dog. He's the final boss. I actually thought that he was showing up a little bit later, but instead he actually was here a little bit early. Just due to my miscalculations, but we should be able to just focus fire him with our ranged, and then he should go down. In fact, just getting bogged down by our infantry should be fine. And just like that, he is... No, he's not down yet. He's not down yet. There we go, he's down. Okay, that was a little bit of a bad second last fight, but we'll live. We'll live. What? We have, what, 37? Or 37 minutes? I think we should be able to to win this. I would love a sub 50. I would love a sub 50. The final fight's a little bit long, though. Florian saying, I would love to play the prologue campaign again, but the fact that you can't disable the tips is super annoying. Yeah. I don't know why the tips aren't, why you can't disable it. Oh, here we go. We got some magic damage. Nice. And I think, yep, we can start getting a big bear. Nice. All right. And then, let's see. We're going to put Yuri on a very big bear. Nice. Then I think the witch, we can do that too. I'm not sure yet if this is a time save or not, since it does take time to level up your guys. But if it speeds up the end battle a little bit, then it's worth it. Alright, but we're on to the final stretch. I have 11 minutes to hit sub 50. I don't think we should see any battles along the way, though. Oh, yeah, I should be hitting that. So during the end turns, you can speed up the game. That's very important. Let's see, can I recruit? Yes, I can. Nice. We're gonna merge these guys. Gonna get a few more armored Kossars. Okay, then we're going to end the turn again. As soon as they're done giving all their backstory dialogue business. Okay, and then I'm going to merge the Patriarch in here, and then Garrison. Thankfully, it doesn't take too long to hit the end turn, so I'm sort of fine doing this just to get the Patriarch mixed in. And then I'm going to go for, there we go, Frost Shield, why not? But yeah, I feel like the prologue campaign's actually pretty sweet. It's like really nicely put together. You know, you have a clear objective. There's a bit of macro, there's a lot of variety of battles. I feel like, you know, maybe this should have been the main game. If they just really developed this and then did Immortal Empires later. Ah, okay, so it looks like these guys did attack us. I'm going to, you know what, we're just gonna auto-resolve. Yeah, that's totally fine. We take a little bit of damage there, but we can stay in camp stance, and that's going to ensure that our army heals up. Okay. Now all I gotta do is throw on a bunch of levels, and then I think the next step is the final battle. What, I have about 9 minutes to beat it. All right, let's see how it goes. We're not gonna be at full HP, but that's totally fine. And just like that, there we go. Casually kill our brother. Don't worry about it. And we're at the final battle. All right, at 40 minutes, no, 41 minutes roughly. Eh, you know, that's decent. That's decent. Let's see how this goes. Yeah, Rip Garrick. He lived a long life. Roughly less than 42 minutes. Oh boy. All right, yeah, it's pretty sad. You know, the story really built up to Garrick's death there, and we skip it in about 3 frames. Just trying to speed along as fast as possible. It's fine. He'll be back for the next one. All right. Now, can we finish this battle quickly? The biggest threat here are those big mammoths that you saw in the pre-battle screen. They are going to be really good at just trampling through our lines. So it's super important that we have these guys to sort of body block. We have some mass in the bear, and we also have our heroes. They should be able to do quite well. All right. Now, interesting thing. We do have these side armies over here, a couple dogs and so on, that we want to deal with. But I'd love to aggro this army as fast as possible. So to do that, we're simply going to grab our chariots, and then we're going to skirmish with these mammoths and hopefully draw their attention. As for Yuri, he's just going to be spamming out his usual abilities. Got some Tzeentch guys over here, they're not too much of a problem. Yeah, the biggest problem is going to be these mammoths, and it looks like we did draw their attention, which is nice, because while we're fighting over here, those mammoths will be marching towards us. May sound like a bad thing, but trust me, it's a totally good idea. All right, let's see here. There we go. They're coming in nice and fast, and our Bloodthirst is going to be our main tool to deal with these guys. We're waiting for the cooldown on our Lord, as we very much so want to buff our guys. And so begins the big mammoth fight. So, let's see. The Furies are going to be a bit of a problem. I'm just going to focus fire over here. Bloodthirster's getting ganged up on a little bit. I want to get my Lords over here to take down theirs. And then I think we should be fine. Yeah, the mammoths aren't too much of a problem. And we also have a nice blob over here for our caster to punish. She does explode, but that's okay. That's okay. We don't really need her magic anyways. We're mostly just trying to kill these big mammoths. And they go down pretty quickly to our archers, so most of my micro is just going to be working on the focus fire here. Let's see where we're at. 43. Oh yeah, no, I think we're set for this. Let's see, how's our Lord doing? He's doing just fine. Another big missile ability on their Lord. There we go, and he goes down. And now it's just everything else. The mammoths aren't too much of an issue. The marauders are a little bit of a pain, but they're not too bad, as I think a little bit of focus fire should be able to take them out. Nice. And then I'm going to grab this bear. We're going to take it out of combat, and then we're going to get a big breath attack down on these units. Nah, it's a little bit too finicky. But I don't think it matters. Most of these guys are routing now. We did lose a bloodthirster though. Oh, we sacrificed our brother for a temporary bloodthirster, but it's totally fine. Whew. All right. I think that's it. Yeah, I think that's it. I'm gonna call time there.
The howling citadel.
All right. Nice. Not too bad. Not too bad. For a first one, we got sub 45 minutes. A little bit anticlimactic there. Yeah, the elemental bear was, its breath attack's a little bit clunky, but
through this portal,
hey, pretty fun. I think I hit the wrong hotkey for my timer, but it's fine. This is sort of just a test one. Honestly, I had a lot of fun doing this. I'll probably do another one tomorrow. But yeah, it can be done in under 45 minutes. Now, obviously, there were a lot of time saves I could have gone for, plus the loading times too. But the fact that this one is super short is quite nice.
You have become.
who are you? Come out
Nice.
from the shadow.
So I think, also by the way, this cutscene's unskippable, which is great. But yeah, I guess we'll just wrap up the stream then. So the plan is I want to optimize this run down to absurd levels, because as it says in the title, I am a very experienced tournament player. So I'm using a lot of my skills to help speed up my gameplay. And as soon as this prologue is down to a pretty fast time, I'm gonna start working on the I'm gonna start working on the main campaign. So we'll start off with some easy campaigns, since they should be less tedious, and hopefully we can finish these speedruns in like less than 4 hours. Is gonna be the strat. Without loading times, do you think sub 30 is possible? Let's see, how long were we loading for? If you were loading for 5 minutes, it'd be pretty rough. I think if I had a really speedy PC, I think we could get like you could probably get like sub 40 pretty easily. Sub 30 is pretty intense though. It's pretty intense. A lot of this is just sort of walking forwards, but I would say maybe sub 35. Excuse me. But yeah, that was a fun one. I have nothing else to say, so I'll see you guys tomorrow, I guess. I didn't really have a plan to do after this, but yeah, I do plan to be streaming again, but probably no challenge campaigns for a little bit. It's just gonna be some fun old speedruns. Peace out, everyone. Have a good day, I guess.
This misery. Free me. You can be greater than us. Save his love. Take his power. Take